Hey, what is up, guys? DigitalNex here, and today we're going to be talking about my experience at E3 and what I got to do and play. Also in this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 picks of E3, and while I'm doing that, why don't you guys leave a comment in the section below talking about what your top 5 picks of E3 were, so I know what kind of horrible, dumb decisions you made in your life. So this was my first E3, and I had to say, I had such a blast. It was amazing. I really enjoyed going to this type of convention. I've always wanted to go to E3 since I was in high school. And they wouldn't allow public in there, and it was always an industry thing. And the only way to get in is that you had to work in the industry, and I think working at GameStop, you somehow got to go as well. But I mean, that's when I was like in high school. And this whole experience was a dream come true, because the fact that I got to actually walk around E3 and the show floor and play games and look at all the newest products was actually really amazing. And E3 truly is the Comic-Con of video games. I mean, they had statues, they had figures, they had shirts, they had collectibles, anything that you can think of video games, it was there. And I think that's what was so cool about this event, is that it's all about video games. It's all about the player. And I believe this was the first year that it was open to the general public, and there was just tons and tons of people everywhere. And on the show floor, it was crowded, and you guys know me, I'm a pretty thick bitch. And I felt bad because I had to shove a lot of people out the way, and I'm too nice to do that sometimes. Alright, so let me go ahead and start talking about one of the games I did get to play, which was Lawbreakers, and I think this is the newest game from Cliff Bleszinski, and if you don't know who that is, he's the guy who did Gears of War, and did he do another game? I can't remember. I just know he's done Gears of War. So let me talk about the gameplay of Lawbreakers. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to record any gameplay from Lawbreakers, but I can tell you what I did play. We played kind of a capture the ball mode, where we had to capture a ball in the middle and take it and score it into the end. It was Blitzball. I believe the employee told me it was called Blitzball. And if you guys like Rick and Morty like I do, you'll the ball is actually voiced by Mr. Meeseeks. So he's the voice of the ball, which I thought was pretty cool. I actually asked one of the employees about it. They started laughing. They're like, yeah, it's Mr. Meeseeks. Now this is gameplay footage, but this is me sitting on this beanbag playing Lawbreakers. And let me tell you guys, a beanbag is no place for a thick bitch like me. I'm just gonna throw that out there. But yeah, this was me playing Lawbreakers, and the game has a really it has a lot of zero gravity aspect to it. So in the main playing arena, you go out and there's zero gravity, so you jump and your character kind of floats there. And when you're shooting, your character's floating. And there's a lot of fucking floating. Let me just put that. In my opinion, the game is okay. I don't think it's going to be the next esports competitive shooter. I think this is more of a, yeah, just grab it and we'll go ahead and play it, whatever. Now, I'm not saying that the game is bad. It's just a game that I don't see myself rushing out the door to go get as soon as it comes out. I mean, the game kind of plays like Overwatch. There's a bunch of characters that you have, and they all have special abilities that they can do. Now, what the cool thing about this game is that as soon as it comes out in August, it's only $30, mainly because you're only buying the multiplayer. This game has no campaign, it's multiplayer only. So, that's what I thought was the good thing about it. Alright, so in this point of the video, I'm going to go ahead and talk about my top 6 games. That's right, I said top 6 because 5 wasn't enough for me. I'm going to talk about my top 6 games that I picked that I'm super excited for coming out of E3, and I can't wait to pick up. So on number 6 is going to be God of War. I'm really excited for this God of War because it's like a mix-up of The Last of Us and God of War put together into one awesome great game. One awesome great game? Does that even make any sense? Yeah, whatever. I really did enjoy the other God of War games. I think 3 has to be my favorite just because of the fights that were in the game. I think they were absolutely amazing. And the cinematics for this game and the monsters look really freaking good. I think it's going to be super action-packed. The fighting looks amazing. And I can't wait to see where they go with the story. If I had to guess where they were going to go with it, it's going to be an old man Logan type situation. Or maybe it's going to be something corny where it's about Kratos finding himself and spending some time with his son and teaching him how to be a complete badass like himself. Now, the reason this game is at number 6 and not, like, you know, anything higher is because this is a single-player game. I am more of a multiplayer person. I love multiplayer games, but there are just some times where a single-player game looks so freaking amazing that I have to go and get it. And in this case, God of War is going to be one of those games that I have to go get. So coming in at number 5 is Dragon Ball FighterZ. Now normally I'm not a fighting game type of person, but I do like to play them every once in a while. And the fact that they're actually making a a really cool fighting Dragon Ball Z, not how like Tenkaichi and Budokai were or anything like that. And Dragon Ball Z Fighters looks like such an amazing fighting game where it might be played alongside Smash Brothers, Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom at EVO on a professional level. And the game's visuals look absolutely amazing. I mean, the way they're 3D, but when you're fighting, it's a 2D anime fighter, but yet when you do your specials, they give you that whole 3D feel. And it's absolutely crazy, and this game is getting me really excited just to play another fighting game. Now, I know I'm not normally a fighting game person, I'm more of an FPS person, but Dragon Ball Z Fighter, or what is it called? Dragon Ball Fighter Z, looks like such an amazing game, and I can't wait to play it, and that's why it made it on my number 5 list. So swinging his way into number 4 is Spider-Man. You see what I did there? Swinging his way because, you know, he's a fucking spider. Yeah, whatever. Alright, Marvel's Spider-Man looks to be an amazing game. The graphics are absolutely stunning. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, if this is a PlayStation exclusive. I'm not too sure. But this game looks absolutely fun. You guys, I haven't been so excited for a Spider-Man game since what? I think the last good Spider-Man game I played was on PlayStation 1. And they didn't just show a trailer at E3. They gave us an 8-minute long demo about how he's sneaking around, doing flips, punching people, doing stealth attacks, and all the different ways you can take out enemies and use the environment around you to take down those enemies. And I think this game is going to be amazing, you know, like the Amazing Spider-Man. Another joke. I'm fucking hilarious. Now, I can't wait for this game. So besides all the combat flipping and, you know, the amazing quality of this game, the reason I'm super excited for this game is because of the enemies that might be in it, like Venom, Carnage. You have Dr. Octopus, who the hell else? Mysterio, Scorpion, Rhino, you know, all of his other enemies. Plus you got Black Cat and all this other shit. Now, I don't think this game has anything to do with the new Spider-Man movie coming out. I think this game is its own story, which I'm super happy for. And I believe in the trailer later on, they show Miles Morales. And if you don't know who Miles Morales is, he is the other Spider-Man in a different universe, I believe. Is he a different universe? Either way, he's a really cool fucking Spider-Man. Now in the number 3 spot is another FPS shooter that I'm super excited for, and is PlayerUnknown's Battleground. And if you read down in that little text below, it said earlier that it was an Xbox One launch exclusive, console exclusive, and like I was really super confused about the whole wording that they used. It was really fucking dumb. But it doesn't mean that this game is for Xbox One only, because I would have been super sad. No, this game is just gonna launch earlier on the Xbox One X or on all Xbox consoles before it does on the PlayStation. The creators of Pub have already confirmed that they're going to make it on multiple consoles. That's what they want to do. And I am super excited for this game. I play it on the PC, and the fact that it's going to come to consoles is even more exciting. I think that finally that the console has a game like this. I mean, the calling's coming to Xbox, but to have such an open world, not open world, but such a huge multiplayer game like this, and the survival type, because H1Z1 was supposed to come to console, but they never did. But the fact that PUBG is gonna come to console, I'm super fucking excited for. Now, the game coming in at number 2 is a game that I've actually played and I have some footage on. It is Call of Duty World War II. It's an actually really fun game. Now, if you guys know, Call of Duty is my guilty pleasure. They come out every year. Some of them aren't as great as they should be or claim to be, and they just aren't the funnest like they used to be. Now, the reason I say it's my guilty pleasure is because I always fucking buy them. I always buy every Call of Duty hoping that, man, maybe this next one won't fuck me like the others have been fucking me. And actually, I'm glad that they've gone in this direction. I'm really glad that they're getting rid of all the futuristic crap. There's no more jetpacks. There's no more flying around, sliding around. There's no more of these crazy-ass abilities. I like that they're going back in this old direction, and it's really cool. Now, I don't want to talk too much about the gameplay, mainly because I'm going to do a video on Call of Duty World War II, and I'm going to show gameplay that I have. Now, keep in mind, it's not the gameplay where I use the capture card. Is literally a camera behind me showing me and Sniper Wolf play the game together. But the game was fun. I really did enjoy it. I really love the step that they're going in. And I think this Call of Duty is going to be hopefully what brings back the genre and makes Call of Duty great again. Now, coming into the number 1 spot, I'm sure many of you have guessed it, but yes, it is Destiny 2. Destiny 2 is one of the games I'm so excited for, and I can't wait to play it. and I'm hoping they made all the improvements that they said they were going to do, and I'm hoping that Destiny 2 is the game Destiny 1 should have been from the start. And the reason I'm super excited for Destiny 2 is because it's really competitive, and I love that competitive part of it. The PvP part and the PvE part of the game are absolutely amazing. I can't wait to see the new raids. I can't wait to see what they do with the clans in game and see how they worked on the matchmaking. I'm sure that Destiny 2 is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm a little butthurt that it's not 60 frames per second on PS4, but I believe it is 60 frames per second on the Xbox One X. And Destiny was the game I used to play at just months on end. This was the game that I played so much before Overwatch. I wouldn't play any other game. I would just play Destiny all the time, getting the highest gear, doing the raids over and over again with different characters on different accounts. This game was the game I was so into. Alright, you guys, that is going to be it for my top 5 lists. Those are my top 6 lists. Jesus, I obviously don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But that is going to be it for my top 6 list, you guys. Let me know in the comment section down below what your guys' favorite games were, what you're most excited to pick up, what you were most excited to see, what caught you off guard. Let me know in the comment section below. Also, make sure you are subscribed and following me on Twitter, mainly because I am starting to do a lot of more live streams on YouTube. I think YouTube Gaming is a much better platform for me to start streaming on. So if you want to be part of my live streams that you've been seeing videos of, make sure to subscribe and follow me on Twitter for updates on that. So until next time, guys, I will see you later. Peace.